and welcome to the next level. We are happy to have you back, and we are happy to be here. So we will dive right into our many two things to start the show. So first off, we have an announcement this week. Dee has an announcement. Take it away.
All right, so yeah, since we're theater geeks, figured we could mention I'm part of a show, and so is Will's wife. Actually, it's Asphalt Jungle Shorts 17. You can find it on Facebook, and yeah, it's September 10th to September 19th, and it's plays that are taking place in downtown Kitchener, moving in and around just the outdoors. It's pretty cool, but it is obviously like we're conscious of COVID, so audience is expected to wear masks, stuff like that. And I think the audience is capped at 30. So yeah, should be a really good time.
Yeah. All right. Any other announcements? Okay. So tonight, our ask for from you lovely people is, since we're at Gildy's house visiting, we thought maybe there's something interesting in Gildy's house. So what is something interesting that could be in Gildy's house? If you can give us some suggestions, maybe those can pop up at some point in the episode. Maybe they're useful for a fight. Maybe they're useful for after a fight. Maybe they're just not useful at all. Okay, so in our last episode, our heroes left the Temple of the Archmage with a bunch of gifts from the abbot, which they mostly have not had time to attune to, and that was bad news because they immediately walked into a bit of a sticky situation. They knew it was going to happen, but they managed to take out some people who were hiding in the forest to snipe them down, but they took them down as well. After that point, Leon's nicely laid plan pretty much went to crap, and
Yep.
a massive fight broke out, and it ended with Gildy rushing into the cellar, finding Leon in the clutches of the half-dragon Kavash.
Finding Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Did I say Leon?
Yeah, you did.
Those plans went really wrong, didn't they?
I mean, there's so many Leons. It's
Plot twist.
Finding
We were all
Alphonse
Leon all the time.
in
Yeah.
the clutches of the half-dragon Kavash, where the half-dragon then stabbed Leon. Oh god!
No!
Yes, the half-dragon stabbed Alphonse.
The
And
next level goes
Yeah.
wrong.
No, D, I think Rob is shipping our characters.
Is there,
He's just like got it in his head.
I think the Kavash stabbed Alphonse right in the Leon. Is I think what happened.
So we will pick it up right from there, and the next person in the initiative that we are keeping from last week to go, aptly enough, is Gildy, who was in the basement at the time, managed to see this, is also trapped underneath one of the brutes at the moment. But yes, we will pick it up from that point and continue on with things and see how this turns out.
Okay, so as soon as Gildy sees Alphonse get stabbed, she screams very wild, guttural, very emotional scream. And so the enemy who's on top of her, she's going to do anything to get out from underneath. So she's biting and kicking and scratching and just generally flailing to get herself free of this person.
All right. So give me whichever is better for you, acrobatics or athletics.
That's gonna be they're both the same for me. That's an 11.
11. Ah, right. He's not, again, actively trying to grapple you, but he is sort of on top of you. I'm going to say that you managed to get out from underneath him. but you can't really go any farther than that, and he's sort of still sort of there next to you, doesn't sort of have a hold on you, but sort of it took all of your movement just to sort of get up and get out from underneath him, that sort of thing.
Okay. But I still have my attack, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you have your musket on you.
Yes, I have been using my musket, and so I am going to attempt to attack with my musket. It's a 22.
That is considerably better. That hits.
Nice. I think this is the first time I've managed to hit with my musket.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh. Sorry, I typed it wrong. 14 damage.
Nice.
Oh, and to be clear, I was firing the musket at the half dragon.
Yes. All right. And the half dragon does not react well to this, so you hit him in the shoulder, and he sort of lurches back, and in doing so drops Alphonse. Alphonse sort of tumbles to the ground, again, still just limp, not doing anything at this point. But yeah, he's no longer in the half dragon's hold.
Gildy calls out for Alphonse, but she can't move to him yet.
Yeah, and there's no response. The scout has been otherwise dealt with. They're out of combat. All right, so up top, everyone hears this sort of, barbaric scream, and these two brutes that are still up there. There's the one and sort of the dwarven leader are in the middle of mostly attacking Mint, but one was just attacked by Torok, so they are going to attack back. All right, so we'll do the one who's in front of Torok first, and yes. I'm just reading how the pack tactics works. One of the allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally isn't. Actually, he's going to attack Mint, because that way he gets pack tactics. So he's going to ignore Torok, to probably his detriment. But that is a 23 to hit Mint on his first attack.
23, eh?
And 24 on his second attack.
How much does he hurt me for?
That is an excellent question. He's doing a D8. Alright.
I also am not... Two
Sorry?
threes? Oh, no, it's okay.
5 and 5.
5 and 5, so 10.
Yeah.
All right.
And hitting you with his Morning Star.
How? Does he have any other, were there any other statuses that got hit on me from that, or?
No.
Okay. All right.
And the leader has already, I think she failed her concentration on that.
Yep, she had failed the concentration check.
Yeah. So she is very annoyed. She did not get to use her vampiric touch. Yeah, okay. So she's going to attack. No, she doesn't even have her flail on her. She has to go get it. She's going to punch you. Pack tactics.
Yeah, that's right, because Mint had shot it out of her hand.
Yeah.
In a super cool maneuver.
And right now, pretty much, it's under or behind Leon.
Yep. But which Leon?
Yes. Actually, you know what? She's going to try and grapple Mint. That sounds like some sort of weird... Try some grapple Mint. All right.
Grapple Mint tea, it's the best.
Yeah. It reaches out, grabs your taste bud.
Oh.
Gross.
All right.
Awkward.
So on her athletics check, she has a +3, so that is 19.
Yeah. So
you can do it, Mint.
So I get to roll athletics? Okay.
Or acrobatics, whichever is better.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice I get options.
Yeah.
Acrobatics is better, so I will roll that.
All right.
Just setting up.
Yeah.
Boop. Roll high, roll high, roll high, please. Oh, come on. I don't think that did it.
No. So yeah, she sort of barehanded as she is, just sort of reaches out and sort of grabs you away, like sort of a nice meaty sort of hand on your shoulder, sort of pins you down, and she's going to use her second attack to try and restrain you. She's going to use our grapple rules against you guys. So she's going to do that again, and so you need to make another acrobatics check. This time versus a 20.
Oh, I saw it angling on the 20 and it went to a 14, but yay for the bonus.
All right, so that is a tie. Tie goes to the defender, so
Yes.
that actually breaks you out of the initial grapple, which is really nice. So yeah, she sort of lays a hand on you, trying to get you sort of, actually sort of trying to give you sort of a bear hug thing, but you manage to sort of wriggle out of that and get away.
Yay.
And she's going to risk the potential attack of opportunity from you. And think this is crappy. I need my weapon back, and so she's going to run into the house.
Okay.
And yeah, be sort of trying to get her weapon. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she's gonna go all the way around Leon to the other side, even though Leon might actually be. Oh, there's a table there anyway, so one of the Leons is standing on the table. Probably crouching on the table because it's a halfling house. Yeah, so she sort of runs all the way around Leon, but that would give one of the Leons an attack of opportunity as well. So Mint and Leon, you can both take an attack of opportunity on her if you like.
Okay, I will go first. And if I'm attacking, I can't really attack with the Mystic Gun though, so I would have to switch weapons in order to.
You could
Unless I
attack
try
with
an
Mystic Gun,
unarmed.
but since it would have been her leaving your space, she would have technically still been 5 feet away, so you would still have disadvantage. Although she is also glowing, you have advantage. Very fine.
So it cancels itself out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight roll.
So that's fun. Yay for Fairy Fire.
It's a good spell.
All right, so I'll try with the Mystic Gun then, I guess.
Yep.
They're running away. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That
You
was
can roll
very
damage for that.
sweet.
I don't remember if I had my short sword out or not. I feel like maybe I did, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't recall offhand if you'd drawn it.
So 8 damage.
All right, 8.
Maybe I didn't. So then I'd be doing an unarmed strike, I take it?
Yes, unless you have the Warcaster feat.
No. Yeah, I'm not going to bother.
All right.
I'll save my reaction.
All right. That is the Brute's turn. Torok, it is your turn.
Well, there's this shining individual right there,
Yep,
and I believe I have advantage.
you do. They are glowing. Nicely outlined in fairy fire.
Perfect 20 and a natural 1. So I'll take the perfect 20.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so roll damage twice, add your modifier, and let's see if he's still alive.
So it's 2d.
That was a very final note.
$19 damage.
19 damage. Yep, he is down. Yep.
And then I still get another attack.
Yep.
So I can move after the one that ran away from us.
Yep.
And try to do the same.
Well, I'll let you move yourself.
I should have enough movement to get to there.
Yep.
Yay!
Everybody's crowding into Gildy's house. You are finding it particularly difficult to navigate in here. If you even wielding the axe one-handed, I will give you a choice. You can wield it normally, and you will do some damage to the house. Or you can wield it with disadvantage and not do damage to the house.
So it would cancel out the advantage.
Yes.
And I would just, yeah, okay, I'll take the normal roll.
Okay.
And not destroy Gildy's house.
Not do a Talon.
Hey,
You fell in through her roof.
I know, but it was still hurtful.
Okay.
The house.
Yes.
All right, 6 points of damage
I took some
Um,
damage too.
to the leader. I'm just double checking. She doesn't have any special resistances or anything. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, right. And the leader appeared, and he's like
Yeah, he's
way far away.
here.
Yeah, I think we're forgetting about him.
That's okay. He hasn't done much of significance yet.
No, except got shot by me.
That's true. You hit him with a ray of
Critical.
frost.
Yeah, with a critical hit, Ray of Frost.
Yes.
But you didn't say Befreezy, so
I didn't need to.
Okay. So next is Jacob.
Not forgetting about the leader.
Yay!
I'm going to launch a firebolt in his general direction.
Yay! Critical.
I launch a firebolt in your general direction.
Not critical, but still a 20. That will hit, yes. And 13 damage. Nice.
very nice.
Cool. So we hit him with cold, then we hit him with fire.
It cancels out. He's perfectly fine.
Yes.
No.
And did you want to move?
Yeah, I'm going to start moving a little closer to the house, so I'll probably... Oop. No, it was not the screen. I'm going to come up here.
All right. Talon, you are inside on a broken bed. What would you like to do?
So from what I can see,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know if there's a partition or anything between like.
Yeah, there's a wall between where you and Leon are. There's an open door, but it's also sort of opened in front of you. So right now you can hear commotion in the next room. You can't really see what's going on.
Okay. I will obviously kind of somewhat crawling, given like Torok, rather big for a small space.
This isn't too bad. Torok has the problem of there's a loft above where he is, but this is sort of the full sort of length of the house, so you've got a decent amount of room.
Well, in fairness, there's also now like a moon roof above where I am.
Yes, you have done some nice renovations.
Yes.
And,
So yeah, I will come around just to see what's happening. So kind of over here, and then
Yep.
the door. I see a bunch of Leons, which is surprising, and a Torok, and another person.
and give me what's your I don't have those character sheets anymore because I'm just using D&D Beyond. And there's Talon. Your passive perception is
16.
not bad. So yeah, you notice the open trapdoor off to one side, and given sort of what the scream you heard a moment before, you're thinking that somebody, maybe that was Gildy, is down there.
Right. It's a very
The trapdoor
guttural
being
cry.
right here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It would be a tight squeeze for you and Torok to get down there. No, yes, it would be. It's a tight squeeze for the half dragon to get down there too. So
Yes.
And I mean, Leon is like intently looking down
Yeah.
in the trapdoor.
And you would also notice, yes, this other sort of dwarf out of place behind all the Leons.
Yes. The dwarf seems quite outnumbered, so Talon is not as worried about the dwarf.
But all of the Leons are facing away from the dwarf.
Okay, they're all facing the trapdoor?
Yeah.
Okay, Talon will just ask, is Gildy down there?
I don't remember. Am I able to reply without taking any time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
then yes.
All right.
Obviously.
Well, it's not as obvious, and Talon's not as, Anyway, all right, then Talon is going to try to find a way to squeeze himself through and hopefully not get stuck.
I
Should
think
have
you're
said that, right?
interrupting Leon's plans.
This is what we do.
In this battle, every time I come up with a plan, somebody then moves into a position where they're in the way. Every
All right.
time.
Give me an acrobatics check just to do that squeezing down there.
Acrobatics. And
Yeah, you are thoroughly stuck. Give me a random roll of any die type.
I'll do a 1d8.
Okay, so you were at least stuck feet down, head up.
Oh, that's good.
You were trying to sort of
jump
climb down the
down.
little ladder, yeah, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're sort of half in. There's a guy who's beneath you who you can sort of kick out around a little bit and feel somebody down there. I would give you an attack with disadvantage, an unarmed attack, being a kick of some sort, at that fellow, if you'd like.
Yeah, all right.
Are you sure it's not guilty that your feet are currently wailing?
If you roll low enough, it might be guilty, but...
That's true. Right now, I know Gildy's down there. I'm assuming there's some bad people down there.
Yes, you would have been able to see that there's a brute directly below you as you were trying to come down.
Okay, if I saw the brute was there, I'm going to take a chance.
Yeah.
And kick. All right, so a disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're sort of doing it blind.
All right, so it'll be 20, 20.
Well, actually, sure. I'll give it a straight roll because he's got very fire on him. So,
all right.
Something below you is glowing. Maybe you can kick it.
All right. To kick. Here we go. 11. Not gonna do it.
No, it does not do it. You managed to kick, but you think you're pretty hitting like a shield or something metal that's probably not giving too well. If you have another attack, you can try and take that.
I think I do now. Yeah,
You do.
I have 2 attacks per action. All right. Second attack.
You could theoretically flurry of blows.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. No, we're just gonna
Just flail
There
your
we go.
legs.
That hits. Roll. I suppose your on damage is pretty good. So yeah, roll a kick damage.
Yeah. 1d6 plus 3.
Of all the people to be randomly thrashing about.
And
All right.
7 damage.
You hear a nice solid grunt. Definitely not sounding like a guilty grunt.
Excellent.
Yes, from below you. Oh wow. Okay.
Learn to take his backpack off next time before he through a chapter.
You have a lot of movement. I'm gonna just move you so you're sort of over top of the door there. I would give you, if you wanted to try to use the rest of your movement to extricate yourself from being in the doorway, I would do that. However, this would be to come up only if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I think Town will stay where he is, partly because it messes up with Leon's plan. And second, because Town's like, if I'm here, then hopefully no one else can come up, and then I'm hopefully going to make it down next turn.
All right. Sounds...
That logic is flawless.
Flawless.
It's Leon. It's Leon. Oh God, everybody's Leon.
Yay!
It's tower logic. Okay.
The fistful of Leons tonight.
Leons. Okay.
It's Leon Pantheon. It's great.
The Leon that went wrong.
It's a Leon world.
That's right.
I'm gonna adjust myself just one step. It doesn't change my mind. But I realized I wanted to go side by side. Yeah. With Mint.
Okay. I'm just
And then strike the Charlie's Angels pose.
all right.
Jess, come on, you got to do it. Rob's doing it.
And Torok too.
Come on,
Committing
guys.
to the bit.
I don't know if I can commit.
Okay.
Not enough for me in the frame. Not enough.
I can't see in the frame.
Yeah.
It's concentration.
Oh, Rob, I was wondering which way
Yep.
is Talon facing?
Probably facing toward the wall, so away
Okay,
from you.
so facing away from me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then he can definitely feel the icy daggers boring into the back of his head. That Leon is staring into the back of his head. I was really hoping he'd be facing this way because they'd pretty much be the same height. And he would just have Leon giving him a death stare.
I think given where the trapdoor is, Talon would at least be facing north based on the orientation.
Well, it depends on where the ladder is, right?
I think Talon was just going to jump. Yeah, he would try to avoid the ladder. I think he was just going to jump down.
Oh.
He wasn't going to.
Well, yeah, so he was coming in, so then, yeah, it makes sense he would be facing the wall.
No.
Superhero landing.
Sure, that seems like a fun thing to do. So,
We give Rob time.
here's what's going to happen. The leader over here rushes in and doesn't really tackle Jacob. It's definitely not a grapple, but sort of grabs and tries to sort of swing you around. And now looks like you. So yes, I'm gonna just move the leader icon somewhere else for a moment, and yeah, make sure that you cannot control him. Yeah, so there are now two Jacobs standing side by side, slightly mixed up. Mint and that's pretty much it. Who's sort of out here that would have seen that? Mint, give me a perception check. See if you can sort of tell the two of them apart once they've sort of done their little spinny thing.
I think the northernmost Leon kind of has a view if
Sure.
she was checking the door.
Yeah, but I can't see through my
Yeah, right.
mirror images.
All right. As long as
All right. You are thoroughly confused. You have no idea which Jacob is which. All right. That's what the leader did this turn.
So knowing that Leon has multiplied herself, I'm wondering if Jacob has multiplied himself?
Well, you did see the leader sort of come in and change. You but yes, you are thoroughly confused in this moment as to exactly what happened there.
Okay.
And Leon, now it is your.
All right. Can I see the basement? Like around, like, because I imagine it's a square opening.
Yes.
And while Talon is blocking it, can I see past him to the basement?
He's pretty well in there, probably taking up most of the space, but I will give you a perception check with disadvantage to see if you can sort of see through a bit of an area somewhere.
Okay. Can I use my action to physically stick my knee in his back as uncomfortably as possible to try to basically just give myself a little window that I can see through?
Sure.
Will that make a difference in terms of my ability to see the basement?
If you're using your entire action to try and move him out of the way, then yes.
I will use my entire action to move him out of the way, and then I will use Misty Escape because I can see it to appear in the basement beyond him.
Okay.
Feel free to shove me down while you're doing.
No.
So the basement's getting very crowded.
Yeah, this was a terrible idea. I'm realizing now because he's still blocking the way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I guess I wouldn't I probably have to appear here? Oh, now I've got two Leons on top of each other.
That's okay. Yeah, but you spread out a little bit once you come down.
Okay, but I imagine that I'm actually here, right?
Yeah, sure. You can be wherever you want to be, yes.
Well, it's just where can I see?
Yeah, we probably have to have been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I will appear there, and then there will be multiple Leons. And now I'm thinking that this was a terrible error of judgment on my part. But I was so angry.
All right. Are you gonna move at all?
Oh yeah, I could move. No, because right now I'm right beside Alphonse.
Yep.
who's lying down.
Yep.
So
Okay.
no, so I will stay where I am, but my mirror images are shifting around and
Mint, you have seen the weird Jacob confusion. What would you like to do?
Besides be confused, I'm going to eat.
Ask each one if they're an artificer and see what they say.
Well, Jacob promised he would never admit to being an artificer again if there was somebody else around in earshot, so that might not be the best question to lead with.
Well, yes, but then you would have one who would definitely say no, who should say yes, and one who would probably say...
Because talking is a free action, I'm just going to say, want to quit battle and go get drunk?
Yes, and I reach up and kind of pat my jug that's kind of hanging off me in some place.
So then I draw my mystic crossbow and point at the other guy.
Like, no, I'm Jacob. I want to get drunk. Give me an insight check.
Sure.
That is something Jacob would say.
Mm-hmm.
Insight +2, sweet. Rolling. 9 only.
Yep, you are still thoroughly confused.
Damn it. Well, when Mint is confused, she doesn't like it very much, and I think she kind of reacts bravely. It's nothing to hurt anybody to try and grapple them, so she's going to try and grapple fake Jacob.
All right, grapple fake Jacob. So first, give
the
me...
one who she thinks is fake, which is the one who didn't immediately go for the alcohol.
Give me an odds or evens roll, so any dice. I'm going to pick which one is which.
Okay. Rolling a d10, because why not?
Yeah.
I got a 5.
All right. Give me a grapple check.
Okay. Grapple would just be a straight 20?
D20, no, it's athletics if you have it.
Oh, okay. And I do have athletics, so... Boop, boop, boop. 14.
Jacob seems very surprised that you're sort of grabbing onto him, and you have a good hold.
And the last thing Mint would say to end her turn is, confess!
Is that an intimidation check?
Sure, why not?
All right, give me a roll.
All right. I also have advantage on my intimidation checks, so I get
Nice.
to make 2 attempts. First attempt. I'll take that 22, thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, the Jacob that you're holding looks definitely a little sort of confused and still sort of maintaining that they're Jacob, but also just a little bit sort of, yeah, scared. Like, what is this tiny gnome doing to me? All right. So, back in the basement, there's a half-dragon who is getting ready to do stuff. Yeah, he's going to, so he's already had a short sword out. He's going to get a long sword out, sort of holding it sort of reversed. Again, there's not a lot of room down here. If he wants to make his attacks, he's probably going to have a bit of disadvantage. But he's got a bunch of Leons in front of him. So let's go to town.
No.
All right, so the first attack is with a longsword, and it is a 12 to hit.
A 12, you say?
Yes.
You miss.
All right. Second attack with the longsword is a 21.
21, you say? You hit very well. So hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Because I need to see if that actually hits me or if it just destroys one of my images. Can't believe you missed me. That's amazing. There we go. Ooh, that's exactly what I needed.
All right.
So one of my images disappears.
All right.
And now there's only 2 of me.
Delete. All right. So now he's going to attack with his short sword. Oh, that's definitely a hit with a 24.
That hits. Okay. So... Darn it. He hits me.
Oh, at least it was only the short sword. Okay.
Yeah, I needed an 11.
Ooh, ow. 9 damage. Max damage.
Okay. I'm still alive.
Yay!
Yay.
All right.
Not by a lot, but I'm still alive.
And Leon, or not, why am I stuck on Leon? Alphonse makes a death save. Okay, back to the top. Guilty.
Okay, so Leon has appeared in front of Gildy.
There's a familiar set of legs that are also dangling next to you.
I know those knees anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, I think that Gildy is probably going to like, how in the way is Leon between Gildy and the half dragon?
You are small. You can easily sort of move around and through Leon's area.
Oh, that's true. I also have halflings can just do that.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Plus, you can also move through an ally's area freely anyway. So you can
Oh,
move up,
yeah,
attack,
okay.
and move back, and yeah.
Fair. All right.
Or
Well.
just move around to the other side of the half
Yeah.
dragon.
Gildy is going to move there.
Yep.
And she's going to fire off her musket again.
Ooh, you will have disadvantage because you're right next to him.
Oh. Okay, then I don't want to do that. I didn't think of that. So then she will. Can I take out my short sword? Does that take up?
You
too
can
much
probably
of
just
the-
drop your musket, take out a short sword.
Okay.
That's fine, and then you can still attack. Yep.
Do I still get my? Do I get my 2 attacks
Yep.
with the short sword? Okay, sweet. All right, this one is my first attack, and that's a 16.
16 misses. He has a significant amount of armor.
Damn. All right. Well, I have a second attack.
He is also
Oh, that's a really bad one.
crouched down here. Oh, all right. Leon, I'm gonna let you choose. Would you like that to take down your last duplicate?
Or...
Hit you.
It's going to have to take down my last duplicate, because if she hits me, she's going to take me down.
Yep. Yeah, you swing once and hit the armor and sort of slip off and try and sort of come up this way, but you're a little too wide and goes right through what should be a Leon but isn't. And yes, the other duplicate is exposed. Now it is just Leon.
There can be only one.
You've already moved a bit. You could move further if you wanted to.
No, I think Gildy's gonna stay here.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna do this brute first up top. She picks up her flail. Thankful to have a weapon again. And unfortunately, there's somebody right next to her, so it would be difficult to cast a spell. So she is just going to flail at Torok twice. All right. So first attack is a 20 unnatural.
That'll hit.
All right, and I'm just going to roll the second one to hit. That is a 21, so that will also
Both will hit. Yeah.
D8. Okay. So 10 and 8 damage. Bludgeoning with a flail. And See.
Turok is not doing well.
No?
No.
You haven't raged yet. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to stay where she is. She has her weapon now, sort of feeling nice and sturdy. Doesn't want to try and run away from you and provoke anything. So, and then that leaves the one in the basement. He's got several options. However, if he goes to attack Gildy, he could potentially provoke an attack of opportunity from Talon's legs.
Line of the night, folks.
I appreciate that, but I don't know that Talon would be really aware that he was moving.
No, but if you're thrashing about in general, then...
No.
Yeah. So I'm going to give him one attack on Talon. Oh, I really wanted him to roll a natural 20. I know exactly where he'd hit.
Hey.
Right.
That, however, is not a natural 20. That is a 17.
17, I'm pretty sure will hit. Yes,
Yep.
it will.
Especially since it's much more difficult for you to get out of the way at the moment.
He's hit Talon right in the Leon.
Yep. Then he's going to try and hit Leon
No.
with a 23.
Yep.
For the record, Talon tried to prevent Leon from getting in the line of fire and putting herself in danger.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any shield spell? Anything you want to try and do as a reaction?
Oh, I do have a shield spell that would make my armor class 18.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So on Leon, 5 damage.
Oh, that's how many hit points I have.
So you're at 0.
Yep.
And on Talon, 11 damage.
All
Good
right.
crack to the knee.
Talon is going to, in reaction to that, use his Stone's Endurance.
Ah, yes.
So Stone's Endurance, for those who don't know, once per short rest, I can basically reduce the damage by 1d12 plus 1.
All right. Oh.
So 11 minus 5, still 6.
All right. Okay. So yes, Gildy, you can see Talon, or not. I'm just getting all the names wrong tonight. You can see Leon, just sort of hit by this morning star and just collapses.
Oh, this is a morning star?
Yeah.
I get clunked in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Fall like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. Turok, you have the dwarf right in front of you. You can tell that there's fighting going on underneath you. If you were aggressive enough, you could probably go through the floor. But you also have a dwarf in front of you that is sort of also...
How thick are the beams below me? Like there's the floor. Can I actually see anything?
You can't really see anything. Like there's between the planks, there's probably like little spaces, and if there was like bright light in the basement, you'd be able to see sort of light shafts coming up. You can't really see into the basement.
Okay, so I can't tell where the dragon is at all.
No.
Okay. All right. How strong is the floor? Do I have a sense for that?
It's pretty sturdy. You probably need a decent sort of strength or athletics check to sort of just really bash down on it.
So if I were to pick up the dwarf and use them to smash through the floor, do I?
You think you might have a decent chance.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
All right, give me a grapple check for the dwarf. And they do not have anything, so they're just going to use athletics.
Well, this is strength. Athletics as well.
And did not roll exceedingly well. You probably have a decent chance of picking them up.
So 21?
Oh, yeah. Yep. They tried to, just sort of strength that way and didn't quite make it, so you have a hold on them.
So I'm going to ask if I can do this. Because it goes... There's a risk I'm going to hit somebody. But I'm going to pick the farthest corner of the house. So it's just picking her up, turning. And as I throw her to them to the ground against the floor, I'm also going to breathe lightning through them, through the floor. Because it does 30 feet.
Yep. So, just sort
one
of
square.
Poke on the map where you're doing this.
Okay, so his hope is basically the square he's standing on.
Okay. All right.
His hope is that this is going to be a free spot.
All right. So you're sort of, doing a bit of a dance with her, turning around and trying to smash her down through the floor there. And lightning at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. So first, give me another athletics check.
26.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You have thoroughly ruined Gildy's floor in that corner of the house. And now you can do your lightning breath.
Okay. And that's the floor, I assume, fails their DC roll.
Yes.
If they don't, I guess the dwarf has to.
Yeah. Dwarf dexterity 14.
That's a tie.
So they make it. So
Okay.
they do take half damage.
Okay.
And don't worry, Gildy. Based on how easily this house is falling apart, we'll take a collection of copper pieces afterwards to repair it.
So the floor takes 7 damage, as do they.
All right. So that
Or
was the
they
full
take
amount?
half of that,
Yeah. Okay. So they
Yeah.
take 3.
plus whatever damage they took hitting the floor.
Yeah. Something that you noticed that was a little bit odd just before this happened. Oddly enough, when you heard a bit of a grunt from downstairs, they seemed to actually get a little bit healthier, which was odd. That has now pretty much been undone as you smash them down through the floor and hit them with lightning. So yes, they are now here. And you can see a hole in the floor through which you have a bit of a view of the half dragon. Half dragon also has a bit of a view of you as well. You have more movement if you wanted to try and do anything.
Hold on. What do I? No, I guess that would take an action to drink a potion.
Yeah.
I think at this point I am going to actually take a step back from the hole in the floor.
Okay.
Just so I can prepare for what I'm going to do next.
Okay. All right. Jacob. There is another Jacob standing next to you with a mint holding on to them.
Excellent. With the hold, does that mean they would not get an attack of opportunity on me?
No, they can still attack. Mostly grapple just means their speed becomes 0. Yeah. So they are sort of stuck in place at the moment by mint holding on to them.
Oh, but they can still attack.
Yeah.
Does Jacob get advantage on them if he attacks?
No, they would have to be restrained for that to start happening.
And I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Let me check to see what my hit points are current. Could be worse. Okay, I'm going to first, for my movement, take a step back to here.
Okay.
While I'm moving backwards, I'm going to shout out, remind me, Mint, are we going to drink from my nearly bottomless mug or yours? I have troubles with my memory.
That's true. So yes, he's going to take the opportunity attack against you. Does a 26 hit?
AC 26?
Yeah.
Just barely.
7 points of damage. So, Mint, you're now actually fairly certain that you've got the right one, just because that sort of looked really weird. Jacob doesn't really use a whole lot of melee weapons, but something sort of slashed out from the one Jacob to hit the other Jacob. And definitely seemed to sort of cut the one Jacob. So, yeah, you're fairly certain that the one you're holding is the right one, in that it's the wrong one.
Also, the mention of the memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of altogether sort of clinched it for me. So Mint is very happy she's no longer confused, because confusion really, really irks her.
It is still Jacob's turn.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to take my bonus action first.
Yep.
And cast an healing word elevated to 2nd level on Mint. 13.
Nice.
And then here's where things will go sideways. I am going to cast Acid Arrow at the leader.
Yeah.
While holding on and activating my Goblin Hand of Destiny.
That sounds fun.
So I believe I get advantage on the attack roll.
Yes.
So that 13 you rolled, is that how many hit points I recover?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You may see why in a second why that's important.
Oh, no.
I had to heal you or I might just kill you.
All right. Good luck there.
Okay, rolling with my attack with advantage. Oh. Oops, if I do it correctly. There we go.
Oh, yes.
23. Excellent.
Definitely hits.
So, the acid arrow hits the leader.
Nice. He's now been hit by cold, fire, and acid.
So this round he's going to take 15 damage.
Nice.
And then at the end of his next turn, he's going to take 9 more points of damage.
Plus 9. Okay. So, Mint, what you see is the Jacob that you're fairly certain is Jacob casts this spell while drawing out this weird mummified small hand. And I believe it has 3 fingers that are currently unfurled, and one of them sort of slowly curls down. And it seems to give Jacob a bit of, aid in his attack, which seems to hit quite well. Yes, and now I will have fun.
Did his attack hit me?
No, but
well,
other things are going to happen potentially.
Oh no.
37. What's a 37?
I apologize in advance if this TPK says.
Okay.
Take it. This is a cursed item.
No.
Yeah, it's just an interesting item.
It's a good item.
All right. So, I don't think I have icons for these. But give me a second. I'll find an interesting icon that I can put on board. Let's see. What's a good something? I'm just going to actually check and make sure I've got one first. No. All right. There we go. Okay. These are flumps, which are generally lawful good. Not too much to worry about. But yes, 2 of them appear somewhere within 60 feet of Jacob. So we'll put one there and like one over here. And they are terrified of Jacob and immediately start running away.
Aha!
Yep.
Flump, there it is.
Oh. Oh.
Guilty, I love the looks you give me.
Thank you for using the Goblin Hand of Destiny.
No problem.
All right.
It felt important.
It did. Next is Jacob Talon. You are still stuck in the hole. You were wiggled around a little bit by Leon. Maybe that gives you some bit of aid to help get out, maybe not. But I will give you another acrobatics check to go in the direction you might like to go.
All right, I would like to go down. So,
13. Yes, that's at least above 10. You managed to squeeze yourself down. You are now roughly on top of that guy. Give me an athletics check, just for fun.
17.
All right. You have inadvertently grappled him.
Okay.
You don't actually have a hold on him, but you're sort of on top of him, and he's otherwise sort of movement 0 at the moment.
Okay. I would just like to punch him.
All right.
Because I'm down here, so I assume for a moment I can quickly peruse. I see a Leon on the ground.
Yep.
An Alphonse on the ground.
Yep.
A dwarf that looks a little bit sparkly from lightning.
Yep.
Gildy,
And Fairy Fire.
And Fairy Fire. Gildy, who I don't know how injured Gildy is, and obviously,
Gildy's mostly just angry.
Okay. And a half dragon. So, yeah, Talon's just take him out, because if I restrain them, I can't help beyond that.
Yeah.
So, yes, Talon's just going to try to punch.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Yes, you are on top of him. He has Fairy Fire. You have advantage.
Excellent. All right. I will punch. I guess I'll take the first. Well, the first is.
I'll take the first damage because that's for the one that came up.
Yeah.
You definitely hit, doing 5 points of damage, and that's this guy. All right, and you can do that again. Actually, you can do that many times.
Well, I can do it one or two more times.
Yes.
All right, I will punch him again. So, with advantage.
Gee.
Unfortunately, the higher roll is less damage, but that's really what I would take. So. Or however it works out, it's up to you.
Yeah,
me,
sure. We'll go with whichever is the higher roll. All right, and we can at least do one more.
Does he look like he is close to going down?
No.
Then I will not do it.
All right.
But I will. Can I dodge while I'm grappling someone? Is that a realistic thing to be doing?
You're not really grappling him. You're just on top of him. But you could take the dodge action if you wanted to.
I will take the dodge action.
All right. I will say it would probably be easier if you got off of him. But if you want to stay on top of him and dodge, you are able to do that.
Well, I can. If I'm able to move 5 feet or whatever and get off of him, that's fine.
All right. There we go. All right. He is now prone, though. So otherwise, yeah. Okay. You have more movement if you want to take it.
No, I will stay where I am.
The leader has a turn to go. What is he going to do? What does that spell do? Ooh. Where can I not find it? There it is. No, only magical effects, not mundane gnomes. Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah, sure. Where is he going to try and do that? Mint, how hurt do you look? You were just healed a little bit.
At this point, because of Jacob's healing, I do not look all that hurt. Thank goodness.
Okay.
So I'm not perfect, but I could walk this off.
All right. He might just try and attack you for now. He's.
I'm this close to hog-tying him.
All right. Well, first thing he's going to do is trying to escape your grapple.
I can try.
All right. Oh, all right. And I need your athletics check.
Okay. Come on, big money. I'm guessing he breaks loose.
He is able to break loose, and that uses one of his attacks. However, he is then going to... does not want to get hit by more things from Jacob, so he's actually going to move around sort of behind you in terms of where Jacob is, and attack you with his last attack.
Did his move around me invoke a attack of opportunity? No.
He didn't leave your threatened area. So
Okay.
he just moved really closely around you, sort of moved you and him a little bit. Oh, yes, okay. Yes, he will do that. Come on. Oh. 15.
Doesn't hit.
Okay.
He needed one more.
Yeah, he does nothing that's gonna get him there. Yep. So he tries to attack you with a rapier, still looking like Jacob, and misses. That sucks. Oh well.
I can I use a free action to belittle him? It
Of
won't
course.
do anything, but just you are a poor imitation of my friend.
Only you had vicious mockery, then you could.
Well, yeah, I'm still gonna yell it out.
Leon, death save.
Hooray! I don't even have my item on me that would help me right now because I have the amulet instead.
Oh yeah. He also gave a bunch of stuff away to other people.
Natural 20.
I have 1 hit point.
You have 1 hit point.
Woo!
Yeah.
I believe that, yes, you are now awake again.
Yep.
It's a pop-up Leon.
Yep. Yep. So you are at 1 hit point. Nice. Well done. No, wrong thing. Yes, groggily come awake. What am I doing? Oh, I suppose Alphonse is dying too, but that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, you come awake. There's still the guard who's also sort of prone next to you. There's Talon down here now. It's getting very crowded in this small cellar. You can move if you like.
Oh, Rob, did the leader take the additional acid damage at the end of his turn?
Oh, that happens at the end of his turn. He did not, but I will do that now.
Okay. So sorry. Does the death save? Is that the end of my turn? Or...
That's a good question. Might be at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I feel like it might be.
Yeah, that is probably the case. I'll just quickly check. Death saving throws. It actually doesn't say. It says whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you make a special saving throw. So I will allow you to move if you like to. That it's. I'm going to say it's your action to do the saving throw, but otherwise, if you want to move, you can do that.
Okay. No, I mean I'm just gonna lie here, and just.
Lay dead.
Well, yeah, right. Because then otherwise somebody could just step on me and take me out again. So I'm just going to kind of try and ascertain what exactly is happening. And I mean, I guess if I can like try and figure out how hurt the enemies are down here compared to how hurt my allies are.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I look up all of their nostrils.
The nostrils look fine. 14. All right. I'll say that you can very easily see the prone brute next to you. He's looking a little rough, but sort of not too bad. And I will give you sort of a very high-level overview of one of the others. Which one would you like?
The dragon.
Dragon? Dragon is looking pretty good.
Okay, so neither of them look particularly hurt.
No.
All right.
All right. And Mint, makes it your turn.
All right. There we are. So he's behind me now.
Yep.
Let me just see my options. Actions. Da, da, da. He's not glowing like the other one was, right?
Correct.
All right. Then I think I'm going to try unarmed strike. It's only a +3, but at least then I don't have to worry about drawing another weapon.
You do have your sword out, don't you?
I don't recall having my sword out this entire fight.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Does anyone remember me with my rapier out? I don't have to drop the gun to draw it, though, do I? But that would still take up my action.
No, actually. So you can essentially do one free weapon-related item per turn. So if you're drawing 2 weapons, that would be your action. If you're just drawing 1 weapon, like you have a free hand, if you're just drawing a weapon, you can still attack.
Okay, so I could... I'm just thinking logically about what Mint is holding and where. I would think that she would have been holding the... Well, she's ambidextrous, though, too, so it doesn't really matter which hand she has free.
Yeah.
Okay, so she probably had the Mystic Gun in her left hand this whole time, because she probably would have been sword fighting with her right, so she probably just draws the sword.
All right.
That makes sense for where it would have been in the sheath. So, all right, so we'll say she draws it, and then she goes to attack him with the sword.
Nice.
All righty, and that would be a +6 on the rapier. Nice.
That definitely hits.
Sweet. Okay, and damage is 1d8 +3. Oh, how much damage do I do to this guy, pretending to be Jacob? Dirty pool, man, dirty pool. 9.
All right.
So no damage?
What?
9.
Okay.
9.
Mint's not German. Although a German chocolate mint would be kind of tasty, wouldn't it?
That's a whole other show.
Cooking show.
Yeah, you definitely do a good chunk of damage to him. He's starting to look hurt. I believe you have a second attack if you want to take it.
I have been keeping track of those. One moment. Oh, I would just have one just because of the level I am now. Right. Okay. So she might as well rapier him again.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Havati. 18. Does that hit him?
That hits, yep.
Sweet. Nine again.
Oh, jeez. He is looking very hurt.
You should have just let me grapple you and hog tie you like a pig.
No, we do not do that. Did you want to move at all?
No, she wants to stay on him.
All right. So
does he still look like Jacob even after a good thrashing? That's
because it's not concentration, I'm fairly certain, for that spell. It is not. Yep. So he still looks like Jacob.
He looks like a really beat up Jacob.
He does. Back in the basement, the half dragon takes a deep breath.
Uh-oh.
And Gildy and Talon can make dexterity saving throws. Okay. All right.
We both fail.
You unfortunately do not. Neither of you makes it. Oh, there was 2 ones in that. So you both take 27 fire damage.
Okay.
Okay, Gildy's down.
So's down.
Oh.
Alan's down?
Talon only had 13 hit points.
All right. Well, that was very effective. It's all up to you now, Leon.
Leon. No one's gonna ruin your plan.
All All right.
No
And on that, rather, the draft dragon gets all the really dramatic bits. Why don't we take a break? That's the end of a round. We can take a break there, come back, and Gildy can make a death saving throw. And yes, I will tally some of the suggestions that we've got, see what might be interesting things in Gildy's house. I'm having ideas. Anyway, we'll get back after the break. Rejoin us again in 5 minutes, and we will see you then. Hello, and welcome back to the next level. We are in the middle of a pitched battle with some not so good things happening for our heroes at the moment. And to get right on that, we will have a death saving throw from Gildy.
Cool.
Come on, another natural 20. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's a straight D20, right?
Yep. Okay, so that's one failure.
7.
And I'm going to add some insult to injury. So the dwarf, who is not happy being down here, not happy about a lot of things, although she is looking, from at least Leon's perspective, a little bit more sort of healed and healthier than when she came down here. She moves sort of through the group of people here, and kicking people as she goes. So Gildy and Talon, you both fail a death saving throw. She does a little bit of damage to you. She also kicks the other brute that's down here to help him get up, because she's not particularly happy that he fell down and took some damage. Then she heals him, because, you know, she's strange like that. All right. So yeah, Leon, you can sort of see this. And yeah, she goes like, I don't know what these halflings are all about. I know we're here to get a halfling. I don't think the halfling we're after is even here. We're after, you know, fight all that. Who are these people anyway? I don't care. Just sort of ranting and ranting and ranting. And Torak, you can hear this. You can sort of hear her sort of moving beneath you. She's being quite loud. I'm remembering something. Torak, can you give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage?
Okay. I actually get advantage on them regardless, but I don't think that double advantage. But hold on.
No, you don't get double advantage.
What's my? Sorry, I'm on the wrong character screen. Dexterity is a +2. Seven.
All right. So you don't take quite as much damage, but it was a 15-foot cone of fire, and you would have been sort of in that general area. I think
don't you get to roll twice? Sorry.
Oh yeah, you get advantage.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
You will either take half or a quarter damage because some of it is coming through the floor. I don't think that's good enough. Yep, you're taking half damage. I think it was 27, so that's halved to 13.
Ugh.
And it is your turn.
I'm not dead.
The floor you're on is not looking particularly healthy. It has just had, fire go through it. It's, burning in bits and pieces, creaking. You've got significant weight on it. What would you like to do? You figure if you jumped really hard, you could probably end up in the basement.
Yeah, he's got 5 hit points left, so he's not doing well.
Could try and rage and maybe get some back.
His rage doesn't heal.
Well, it does if you roll I think it's the 1.
Yeah.
However,
yeah,
you would
but
do
then
a D10 damage to.
Yeah, everyone. There was too many people.
Yeah.
And he's a little big to be of use to them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, I was about to say he does have a healing potion. So why doesn't he take a healing potion as his first action?
Yep.
That's probably the better choice. I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah, I think he has one of the healing potions. So that's 1d.
1d8. No, 2d4 plus 2.
Actually, he's going to take one of the amber berries,
Yep.
which will give him 20 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Right.
at this point, at this point, he's going to go in. And I think he's going. I think at this point his friends are in danger. He saw the fire. He knows that can't be good. He's got to go in.
All right.
So he's going to jump down the hole.
All right. So yeah, you just jump up and down. Doesn't even take much more than that. You go through the floor. And
well, there's already a hole, so he doesn't have to break through the whole floor. Where he
true.
doesn't know.
Yeah, you could come down over here. Yeah.
Yeah, and that way he knows he's not landing on anyone he cares about.
You're a slightly, well, you're not that much sort of beefier than the dwarf, but you're slightly bigger overall. As you're going down, you knock some jars off shelves. Leon, it's not quite your turn yet, but I'm going to just try this. So you see Torak come down. You see sort of several jars, sort of, masonry, clay pots and stuff come down. One of them sort of rolls over to where you are, and the lid pops off, and several what look to be very old, stale cookies sort of roll out. I'm just going to put that there. Okay. Jacob, what would you like to do?
Oh, I still get an attack. I get 2 actions, right?
Yes, but you took the healing oh no, you took the berry.
Yes.
Is that I don't think we ever talked about what that was to take them. We'll say it's a bonus action to take a berry. So yes, you can have your full attack.
Well, I'd get 2 attacks, right? So 2 actions, or is it just 2 attacks?
It's if you take the attack action.
Oh, okay.
You get 2 attacks.
Okay, so I wouldn't. No, it is. If you're comfortable with it being an action, then sorry, a automatic action, then I can attack.
Yep.
Okay. Then it would definitely be a shiny axe attack.
Yep. You have a dwarf sort of directly diagonally in front of you, and the half dragon right next to you.
I think it's going to have to be the half dragon.
Yep.
Because I think that is the big
issue. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll attack twice. Oops, wrong weapon. Sorry. Oh no, that was the wrong weapon, but oh well. I will take the roll.
Oh, natural 20.
But I'll re-roll the damage for both because I rolled the wrong damage.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
5?
I rolled D10s instead of D12s. That's okay.
But you're wielding it one-handed, are you not? Or no, you're wielding it two-handed. Yeah, so D12, yep.
Yeah. So slash roll.
So 2D12 plus 5.
For the second one, it's 2D12, and then the first attack I still have to roll as well.
The first one doesn't.
Oh, doesn't hit. Okay. No. Roll 2D12 plus 5.
Come on, nice.
25.
That and more than doubles what he's taken already. All right, he is now looking significantly more hurt than he was a moment ago. Yeah, that was both of your attacks. All right. You can't really move it. Well, yeah, you could move over Gildy. You could step over Gildy. Did you want to move anywhere else?
No, at this point, it's... At this point, he will not move, just so he's... Because things are looking bad down here, so...
Yeah. And Jacob.
I'm going to have to trust that my companions are taking care of the basement, because we do have something up here.
Yeah.
So I'm going
we're taking care of the basement.
So I'm going to come in. If I go one space north of me, can I firebolt in there?
Yep.
Just getting in close. So I will cast firebolt at the leader.
All right. Yep. That's going to do it. He was hoping that you'd miss and he'd heal himself, but he'd been waiting to heal and taken too much damage. He reverts back to his natural form and is otherwise unconscious.
Excellent.
Yep. He does not have any nice reactions to do with that. All right. You got a little more movement if you want it.
So it looks like all the threats out here are done, so I'm going to kind of step into the room. I'm going to step into the room to kind of assess what do I see in front of me.
All right. So you see a war-torn living area with a fairly large hole to your right, a significantly burned area to your left, a trapdoor sort of directly to your left, and you can probably still hear, sounds of fighting and combat and dwarven swearing from below.
Is the trapdoor currently open?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to step into the room just to keep it clear and position myself above the trapdoor and see if there's any enemies at the end that in future rounds I'll be able to fire firebolts at.
This is a slightly treacherous area. It has been burned a little bit.
Okay.
Or do you still want to move there?
Can Mint move around me if she needs to?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just going to stay there. Right in the entrance.
All right. Jacob Talon, death saving throw, please.
For the record, I don't think it mattered. I actually would have had advantage on my dexterity saving throw because I was dodging. But it meant that even if I took half damage, I would take 13 damage, which would bring me to 0 regardless. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I looked that up after. I was like, what does dodge do for this? And it's like, but didn't matter. All right, saving throw.
That is still rough, yes.
That's right. 1d20.
Oh.
No.
So you would have 2 failures along with Gildy.
Come on, guys.
Alrighty then. So moving on. Leader is down.
Even in death, you guys are messing with my plans.
Yep. Leon. Something about these cookies, other than the fact that you think they must be really old, you get sort of just this faint whiff of something off them that makes you think, maybe they could be something in these cookies.
At the very least, a little bit of Novocaine to make the end of this fight go a little better.
So are they all spilled out of a container, or
yes,
are they,
yeah.
So they're all spilled out.
Well, not all of them. Some are still in, but a couple rolled out.
I just love Leon's playing dead. Cookies appear. Oh, cookies! Smash, 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 smash.
Rage cookie.
Okay, so I can see that Alphonse is dying.
Yep.
Gildy is dying.
Yep.
Talon is dying.
Yep.
Torok has come down, but he looks really ragged.
Yep.
And cookies.
And there are stale cookies to the rescue.
Yes.
We've had crazier things happen.
Can I see, because I'm lying on my back, I picture.
Sure.
Can I see Jacob? Did I see him peek in up above me? Can I see that help is nearby?
What's your passive perception?
14.
Sure. Yep. We'll give you that.
Okay, so I'm aware that Jacob is up there.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. This is
cookies.
Yeah, but the cookies are only going to do so much, and my friends are going to be dead. And I mean, I have 3 enemies right around me who could crush me to death if I'm like, here, have a cookie. This is terrible. Oh, I'm grabbing the cookies. Can I grab the cookies as part of my movement?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
You can interact with one object for free, so yes.
All right, then. this is terrible. Because all of the enemies are looking like pretty healthy, right?
Yeah. Except for the dragon, half dragon, who just took a chunk of damage from.
All right, then I grab the container of cookies and I misty step onto the ceiling up above me, like the ceiling of the ceiling of the house.
Oh, like the roof of the house?
Yeah, because I'm looking up through the trap door.
You mean you want?
Well, so looking up to the trap door would take you, like, you'd be able to see the main level. I suppose, yeah, but you misty step to the other side of it?
No, I have my boots.
Oh, right. Yes, okay.
So I can just appear upside down on the ceiling.
All right, so we'll still sort of put you in that sort of location.
Yeah, I mean, if I can be angled so I'm not directly just where everybody can see me and be like, oh, you are there.
Yeah, I'll put you sort of over a little bit, sure. Yep, so you are on the ceiling. You have the jar of cookies.
Oh, and I guess it's my action, because that was actually a bonus action. So I grab the cookies, bonus action, I'm on the ceiling, I eat one as an action.
All right, you have 5 temporary hit points.
Wow. And I definitely eat one and have a look of disappointment. That means I have 6 hit points to work with.
Yep. There's a lot more cookies in there, though.
Better than
I think if you stack them together, you could probably have like 3 as one action.
Kill. Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay. Mint, what would you like to do?
If only somebody had like a healing stone in their bag of holding or something.
I don't have my bag of holding.
No.
No, I gave that to Gildy.
And I don't know what you're talking about in regards to me having something like that.
You do have a healing stone, but that's different.
You do have a healing stone, yeah.
But it's not the life stone.
And this has a
Life
1 in
stone.
6 chance of healing you.
Yeah.
Is it the life stone that we're thinking about here?
Yes, I just said it wrong because I couldn't remember the name.
Okay. All right. So that explains everything.
What would you like to do?
Well, right now I realize Mint is a little bit in the dark because she hasn't really gotten into the house yet and seen what's all been going on. So probably the first move she would make would be to just get in there. So just move her into the house.
Yep.
And there makes the most sense. Just
you're small enough that you can be standing beside the trapdoor and not sort of over it.
Yep. And just say, like, Leon, what's been happening? Where is everybody?
They're all dying in the basement.
Okay, if I can continue moving, I'd probably just jump into the basement.
All right.
Says that while standing upside down with this jar of cookies. They're
dying.
They're dying.
All dying in the basement.
But have you seen how big these chocolate chips are?
Oh no, she looks like. Yeah. No.
I hope Gildy doesn't die so we can have some of these fresh.
Will the recipe die with her?
So the brute that just got up is now prone again as you land on them. Give me an athletics check just to see if they are actually semi-grappled.
Sure. That's the +3. Okay. Oh my goodness, ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Boop. 22.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They've grappled under my butt.
Yep.
Nice.
Still have an action to take if you'd like.
So looking at heroes near me who might be needing to stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
So Torok's fine.
Yep.
Lucky duck. So it's really Leon and her hubby?
Yep.
Okay.
You
sorry.
mean
And Taylor,
Gildy, Talon, and yes, Alphonse.
Alphonse, are all looking like they need stability.
Yes.
Are all dying.
Okay. Is it Talon that's right next to me?
Yep.
Okay. I could probably just take the rock and clunk him with it.
Yep.
Or you could kill him that way.
Exactly.
1 in 6 chance.
Well, it's yeah, exactly. It's a 1 in 6. We'll just we'll roll that and hopefully we'll be okay. I have to choose how many charges go into it.
Yep.
I'm going to choose 3.
Because it doesn't matter if it's any amount
Yeah.
of damage will instantly kill him, but a bunch of healing could work. So
Yeah. So 1d6, and hopefully we do not roll a 1. Yay!
All right.
You're healed.
you're healed 3 after 3 hit points.
Awesome. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh no, I don't want to delete you. I want to just take the X off you. All right.
Don't delete talent.
Don't
Poof,
delete
he's
that.
gone from existence.
You have a little bit of movement left if you wanted to get off the guy.
Nah, I'm comfy.
Okay. Um,
This way he's grappled under my butt too, so I'll just stick
half
with that.
dragon. Oh no.
Takes the deep. No.
He
It's a
got it
deep-
back.
No.
He also has another concern in the Dragonborn that's right next to him. And if he did try and the place where he'd get the most of you would be getting Talon and Mint, but he would also be getting his allies in that. So he's just going to attack Tor next to him. Yep, I'm gonna take his 3 attacks. All right, so 2 long swords.
Good luck, Torok. And you're what, 5 hit points?
All right.
16 and 17 to hit.
16 is a tie, 17 is a definite hit.
All right, so the 2 hits there, and I'll roll the short sword. Another 16. He's just hitting.
Oh.
All right, so 2 long sword attacks, a short sword attack. None of those were super high, but this is going to add up really quickly. 7, 6, and 5.
So 13, 18. Ow.
I think that depletes a bunch of your temporary hit points.
Yeah, everything but 2
Yeah.
of the temporary. Still at 7.
I missed that you were raging. So hooray.
No,
I
not
haven't
raging.
raged yet.
Oh, okay.
It's the berries. The berries give him
Oh, the
temporary hit points.
berries, right? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And is he going to move? No, he likes it where he is. Sort of trying to keep. He's pretty much trying to sort of keep you where you are. He's trying to make it so you can't move too much. You will be able to, but he's sort of trying to position himself. But you'll have to go through him, which he would get an attack of opportunity anyway. Alphonse, death saving throw. Gildy. This could be it.
Go, Gildy, go.
Yup.
Oh,
10. Is that a fail?
that's a success.
Oh, thank God.
Just as a
Why?
pass.
Not dead yet.
Right.
Need 2 more of those.
And the brutes now have a bunch of things. I'm going to deal the one under Mint is going to try and get out. So Mint, you can make another athletics check if you want to try and stay on top of him. Wow. I thought he was going to fail, but he rolled a 6. So he rolls out from under you and gets up, but that was his action to do so.
Oi, seat cushion, get back here.
Yeah, the dwarf is now looking around and like, there's a whole bunch of people that are popping up all around me. She sees Dragonborn, Monk, and Mint. Mint probably looks the healthiest. She will attack Mint. Those are a 15 and a 16. I think the 16.
With the rapier out, actually, my AC goes up too. So
Does it?
yes, I took an ability.
All right.
Yes.
Then you are fine.
Sweet.
And Torok, it brings us back to you.
Can I force Gildy to eat a berry? Okay, I'm
now-
gonna.
that would give her temporary hit points. They would not actually give her hit points. So if people tried to do damage to her, she would have resistance, but she would not wake up.
And it wouldn't stop her from dying? She'd still be rolling saving throws?
Yes.
Hmm. Drat.
Can you like rifle through her things? She has.
Well, he
she's
also-
carrying the
The
bag
lifestone.
of holding with the
If it helps, I'll be
lifestone.
able to get to her next turn.
He also has a healer's kit, though. He could stabilize, but I don't. Will that happen in one round? Like, does he believe with his knowledge that he needs to do this?
Yes. I mean, you are going to. Give me 1 sec. I don't know where I want to be.
Oh wait, he has a healing potion. Can he make her drink that?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to use his action to force a healing potion down Gildy's throat and apologize later.
Yeah.
First rule of first aid: if they're unconscious, consent is implied.
Only
Don't
when
think
trying.
she'll be offended.
All right. So yeah, you can roll your healing, and that will wake Gildy up.
That's a. So what was that again for healing potion?
Oops. what did I do?
2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
should-
So 4. Sorry.
But you're awake.
Well,
You're
better
not
than
dying.
nothing.
Yep.
That's right.
All right. So that is your action to do that. And I was just checking it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity to otherwise ignore the opponent next to you and try and heal somebody. You can try and move if you like.
No.
Jacob.
So obviously I'll first move kind of down here looking in the trap door. Do I have any way that I could see to get into the fray from up here? Or can I firebolt from my vantage point?
You could do both. Because you can move through ally spaces, you could move into the basement, but you'd end up sort of in this spot here.
Would that provoke a single attack of opportunity from
that guy? I would say yes, but it would be a disadvantage because it's sort of a forced thing. You have to end up there. And you could also attack with the firebolt from here if you wanted to.
I think I'll start with a firebolt.
Okay.
So my roll doesn't have advantage, but I'll roll the second.
If you're attacking either of the two with green dots, it has advantage.
Sorry, just my macro doesn't have the advantage built
Oh,
into it, so
right.
I'll roll
Sorry.
again.
Who are you aiming for?
This first person in front of me.
Yes, I believe. Yep, you hit them with the 17.
22 points of damage.
22 damage.
That's awesome.
He was
Wow.
healed recently, so he is looking very, very rough, but still up.
Okay. I'm not gonna move. Can I see who of my friends can I see right now from my vantage point?
Yes, Leon is above you. You can see Mint directly below you. You can pretty much see everybody. Like you're sort of, if you got your head sort of down in there, you can pretty much see the whole cellar.
And it's not looking good for anyone.
Gildy and Talon are both down, but not looking very rough, but looking alive at least.
I do have one healing potion, but one healing spell as a bonus action left. But I think I'm gonna save it in case someone gets knocked down to 0 again.
Sounds good. All right. Jacob, Talon is next.
Talon is going to drink a healing potion
All right.
and hope that it does something useful.
Now there were a few more than just regular healing potions in the batch that you got from the temple. I'm not quite sure where those ended up. There might all be in the bag of holding. But yeah, there's.
The only thing I have in my equipment is that I have 1 potion of healing.
Yeah. So there was 2 greater, 1 supreme, 1 superior.
I don't think we ever divided those up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all
We
just
should
ended up in
really
the bag
do
of
that.
holding for now. But yes.
Yes, if we survive this, we will consider that.
Yeah.
All right, so heal for 8.
Nice.
All right, so that potion of healing gone. And 8 healing, and then I am going to, as my bonus action, take the dodge action again
Nice.
and hope that this helps.
Yeah. That takes us to leader. Leader's down. Leon. You're still on mute.
Yeah, I haven't been trying to say anything yet.
Okay.
I have so little left that I can do.
Mm-hmm. You've got cookies.
I do. Cookies I have. Mm-hmm.
Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking things up here. Now, a mage hand says it can't activate magic items. Does that? But would it be able to recover things from the bag of holding?
Let me take a quick look. Actually, I have it right here.
You know what? Either way, I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna move so that I can kind of take a look at what's going on downstairs, and then move back to where I'm completely sheltered. Cast Mage Hand.
Okay. What I will sort of throw this out as since the bag of holding is sort of an extra dimensional space, we consider that to be more than 30 feet away from you.
Okay, so I can't reach inside the bag of holding
Well,
with my Mage Hand.
I'm curious if others would have any input on that, and we can make a sort of ruling one way or the other and stick to that from the future.
Well, it's an interesting debate because your arm can't reach more than 30 feet. So
okay, but theoretically, I could recover the bag of holding
Yes.
using Mage Hand.
Yes.
And then I'd have the bag of holding, and it would be moot. So anyway, I cast Mage Hand.
All right. And you can do something with it this turn if you like.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, sure. You can interact with an object for free usually, so. Over here. Yeah, so if you summoned it 30 feet away from you, you could have it interact with an object and grab it.
All right, then I guess I will basically move and then grab my bag of holding from Gildy.
All right. The bag of holding is slowly floating away from Gildy. All right.
Gildy's a little surprised, but it's like, okay.
I needed that.
All right, and then and I just go back again to where I have total cover from the basement.
Yeah. Mint, it is your turn.
Finally. Do.
Finally, it is happening to me. The guy next to you is looking very hurt.
I could probably finish him off this round, perhaps, with my trusty rapier. Wit. I need to learn to not leave such pregnant pauses.
For a second there, I wondered if that was actually the internet.
That's so well done, yeah.
Thank you. 15. Does that hit his AC?
No.
Poop.
Do you have another attack?
I'll blame...
You have advantage on him.
Oh, you do.
And
You
I have
do.
advantage, so
Thank
that's
you,
a total
thank
of
you.
3 attacks I can attempt?
Well, no. So you get 2 attacks for each, 2 attempts for each attack.
Oh, okay.
So 19 definitely hits him for your first attack.
Okay, and a d6. No, wait, with the rapier, it's a D8.
8. Yep.
Yes. +3. Boop.
Unless you roll a 1.
10 total.
He is down.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And pretty much everybody at this point can see that when he goes down, the cleric seems to get just a little bit healthier.
Ooh, that's not cool.
You have another attack, though, and you can take it on the cleric.
Or poor Sebastian looks really hurt, and that guy who was in front of me was between me and him, right?
Alphonse, you mean.
Alphonse?
Alphonse, I meant? Sorry, not Torok. Torok's on the other corner. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm going to throw a rock at him with a charge of 3.
All right.
And I hope I don't roll a 1, guys.
Yep.
4. Okay, he's healed for 3.
Healed for 3. Alphonse is at 3 hit points.
Okay.
Yay, healing rock of hopefully you won't die.
Mhm.
It's called the Rock of Healing or Stone of Healing. I mean, come on. It's a good weapon. I mean, it's good. Just trust me.
Okay. Are you going to try and move it all?
I think I'll stand my ground and look menacing while doing it with my rapier and
That's good.
projectile weapon. I'll just
All right.
stand firm.
That brings it to the half dragon's turn. What is he going to do?
I'm hoping they were confused by the rock.
Probably. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Torok
geez.
and Gildy. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay, I get advantage.
Yep.
Oh my god, Gildy is not rolling well tonight.
This is Gildy's worst day ever, I think.
Yeah, it is.
I think we're both dead anyway, because even on half damage, this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Meow.
+2.
Oh my lord. That was with your advantage, 15. 15 is the DC, so you take half damage. I rolled 4 1s in that set, so that brings it to a total of 17 is the total damage. Half would be 8.
I am down.
And Gildy...
So is Gildy.
Yep. Back down again. Up and down and up and down. And that, of course, gives more healing to the cleric.
God.
They're looking nice and fine at this point. However, they're also not looking particularly happy that allies keep getting up from going down. So, actually, it's not her turn. It's Alphonse's turn.
Oh.
Maybe he can cast a healing spell.
Maybe he can cast a healing spell. I'm looking to actually see if he has.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh, good.
They're still dead, but they look fantastic.
Right.
Does not have a healing word up, but he's a halfling, so he's going to risk running through people and potentially a opportunity attack from the half dragon.
No. No. Why?
Why would he do that? He's only got 3 hit points.
Which misses.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because he loves Gildy.
Exactly.
Aw.
I'm assuming he's running to Gildy. And not over to Talon, who is alive.
And going to heal Gildy. Well, that was pretty decent. 9 and 7 is... I
16.
cannot do math. 16 plus 5. 21.
Yay.
1 healing to Gildy. And yes, otherwise sort of saying back and, huddling in a corner. It's like, what's going on? Yeah, just sort of gasping and trying to figure out what's going on. Very thankful for being alive right now. And it is Gildy's turn.
Sure is.
And up and down and up and down.
Yeah, I think she's a little disoriented.
Yes. What day is it?
Okay, well, Gildy is going to heal Torok. And she is
Pass it
going
on.
to use... Yeah, exactly. She's going to use Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Nice.
2d8 plus
Oh!
4. Yes?
Alphonse did something else. Yep. Yes. So, when he casts the healing spell, Gildy, you get an extra 5 points of healing, as does Mint, Talon, himself, and Torok.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Right, because he explodes in healing whenever
He
casts a
explodes in
spell.
healing. He's
I
got
like it.
the spirit totem of the unicorn
And how close do people have to be to get the...
within 30 feet.
Wouldn't we all technically get that then?
Yes, you would.
Nice.
Does he have to know that you're there? Nope, just says all allies. No, as long as he assumes you're an ally, then yes, you would be fine.
Yay.
So 5 more
Hooray.
points.
Torok's up.
So, Bess, you can still heal Torok if you like, or do something else.
Cool. I am still going to heal Torok. For 16.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. You could move if you like.
No, there's not really anywhere to move to.
No.
Gildy's gonna hug Alphonse as her bonus
Yeah.
action.
Oh.
Provoking an
All
attack
right.
of opportunity, they both go down.
Now, Torok, on your turn, don't continue the healing chain.
No, no.
Stop. Don't heal the half-dragon.
Okay, so that brings it to the lead brute, who is now surrounded by foes who are not dead.
In fact, we're looking quite better.
Yes.
Go better.
Who looks the roughest, though? Probably Talon
Probably.
or Alphonse. And Alphonse just healed a bunch. She's going to take attack at you and attack at Alphonse.
All right.
All right, so attack at you is 18.
Well, it's disadvantage, so roll again. And roll
Ah!
low. Roll low.
18.
Lower.
Yeah, the second one was a 21, so it's an 18.
Yes.
All right, and at Alphonse, oh, that's gonna miss. That's only a 10. So a little bit of damage at 6 points of damage. Yep. And she does not like where she is at all, but Mint is sort of in the doorway, and Torok is sort of towards where that hole is. Nope, she's just gonna hunker down and hold her ground and hope that she can take you all.
Great.
All right, Torok.
Well, I think the dragon is still the
Big
thing,
threat. Yep.
bigger threat. So 2 swings of the great axe. Whoa.
Wow. Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, those both hit for 25. Am I doing that math right?
Yeah.
5. I think Half Dragon is down.
Ooh. Well done, Tora.
And the cleric is now fully healed.
Frick.
But now we can't hurt anyone that will heal the cleric.
Yes.
Now it's just hurting cleric time.
Yes.
All right. Torok, would you like to move at all?
Oh no. Oh no.
Jacob.
Assuming I can see the cleric from the trapdoor.
Yep.
Firebolt at advantage.
Fire away.
And just the
Oh
second
yes,
one.
technically Torok, we would have had advantage on those rolls.
21.
But it wouldn't. No, you wouldn't have had advantage. You were attacking the other one. 21 definitely hits the cleric.
18 damage.
Oh, she's looking damaged again. She's got the longest damage bar on my thing because it keeps going up and then going down and then going up and going down. Yes, she now is looking hurt again. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Talon.
All right. Talon is going to try and punch the cleric.
Punch the cleric.
All right. Punch.
Nice.
4 damage no matter what. So, I mean, I could re-roll the roll, but
Yeah.
I guess I can re-roll to make sure it's not a natural 20. What just happened to my screen? Hang on. My whole thingy just went blank. There we go. Okay. Not sure what happened. 1d20. 6. Nothing matters. So the attack could also be. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So 4 damage for the first one.
Yep.
Second one. Why is that doing that?
Oh, screen acted up again.
I just don't know why every time I hit slash, like the whole chat thing goes away. Anyway, 1d20.
Excuse me. Oh, nice.
So for 8 damage.
Nice.
How damaged do they look?
They went from 0 to looking moderately damaged.
There's a bunch of us. I'm going to use a key point and do a flurry of blows to attack
Nice.
2 more times.
Nice.
Whoop, there you go. All right.
They all have advantage.
Please hit.
Come on, come on. Fingers crossed. Yep.
There you go. So 9 damage.
9 points of damage.
And last one.
That one misses.
All right.
Yeah, you sort of punch off her armor. Like, oh.
Ow. Yep.
But yeah, she is looking hurt. Did you want to move at all?
No.
Okay. Leon. You have a bag of holding moving towards you.
Wouldn't it have reached me already?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And so the cleric is starting to look hurt again.
Yep.
Alphonse still looks pretty rough though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I will basically mage hand him a cookie.
Nice. Like, huh? Ow. All right.
That's all I got.
All right.
My own cookie delivery service.
Yes. Mint.
All right. So cleric's pretty much right in front of me.
Stab away.
Stabby, stabby. Sounds like a plan. Do. And I get advantage too,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Sweet. They're both 18.
That is exactly her armor class, so that hits.
All right. D8 plus 3. Wait,
Nice. Oh, you rolled twice?
I don't know why it rolled twice. I only pressed the button once, but we would be taking the first one then.
All right.
So it'd be 4. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it teased us like that.
You can take the 10 for your second one if you hit.
Oh, right, because I can take 2 actions because of the level I
2
am.
attacks, yeah.
Yep.
Right,
you-
okay.
yeah,
Well,
you
because the
get 2
first one
attacks.
was with advantage, so.
Yeah.
So second attack with advantage. 15 only, and 24.
Oh, yes. So we'll take the 10.
We'll take the 10 as my second roll, just to keep it fair.
Nice. She is now looking quite hurt.
So I might just finish off with the free action of demeaning the cleric. Just saying, like, your leader's already down, all of your allies are down, surrender.
All right. Gildy.
Crush the cleric.
Wow, Gildy's alive for a turn. What a
What a novel
Change of
concept.
pace, yeah. Okay, Gildy's still got her short sword out, and it looks like the cleric's right in front of her, so she's going to slash at her. Ugh,
Gildy's having a rough day.
he is having a rough day.
It's with advantage, so you can roll again.
That's true.
Oh, cool.
Attempt number
There
Ah.
we go.
Hey,
All right. Roll
Better.
damage.
I think Gildy deserves to take this one.
Yes.
Yeah. What do we have here? Oops. Almost rolled a 1d20 for the damage.
That could have been very good or very bad.
Fury of you wrecked my floor. It's a bonus.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
5
Perfect
damage.
And you get another attack.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the attack roll. Oh, and I get advantage still.
Yep.
16?
16 does not hit.
Oh. All right.
However, it is now the Root's turn. She throws down her weapon, surrenders. Dorok. I'll keep going just in case you don't want to acknowledge the surrender.
I think at this point, this would be a time for restraint. Like literal, just,
Yeah, restraining her.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So is it athletics check at this point, or?
No, she just doesn't resist, so you can
Okay.
otherwise, yeah. Restrain her and tie her up, and otherwise, yes, make her unable to do things.
So- And I mean, unless, like, yeah, basically, once you're grabbing her and restraining her and stuff, then a pair of manacles floats down in a mage.
Yes.
You just carrying around manacles now?
Yeah, I've been carrying around these manacles for quite some time.
Come in very handy.
I've pulled them out before.
Yep.
Yeah, when we were in the mines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
So
Seems like forever ago.
yes, the Torok goes and sort of restrains and starts putting the manacles on, as you know, everyone sort of slumps down, mostly people in Gildy's cellar, and sort of look at the destruction of the house around you. But yes, you have won the day and defeated the foes that were otherwise coming to get Morgan.
Alphonse.
No, Morgan.
Oh, Morgan. Oh, right.
Yes, they had kidnapped Alphonse so that they could hold Alphonse for ransom to get Morgan, or the statue.
Torok looks at the floor, looks at Gildy, and goes, "I am good with wood."
Yeah.
Gildy says, I don't care about the house, and she hugs Alphonse again.
Aw.
Yeah.
Loot the bodies.
Jacob, too soon, too soon.
What?
But I will say, if Jacob starts to, yes, otherwise look around for things, what you find after sort of collecting things up and starting to gather stuff together, there are 3 potions, 2 of which look very familiar. You can identify them fairly quickly and easily as healing potions. You're not sure about the other one. And 2 interesting cloaks that seem to be potentially of value. Do you have detect magic?
I do.
I do not, but I believe I have Oh, wait a second. I might do. No, I do not actually.
All right. But
no,
yes,
I
they
do.
look. All right.
Oh, but I'm out of spell slots. I can't cast it.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, you sort of collect a bunch of stuff together. There's also 4 odd-looking stones. So once you have a moment to go through things, these stones, you gathered them from 4 different people, but they sort of look the same, and they have sort of a bit of a rune on them. So 4 stones, 2 cure potions plus another, and 2 interesting cloaks.
Okay.
1 cloak is definitely not magical, but it has sort of a camo pattern on it. And anybody who wears it would have a +1 to their stealth roll as long as they are staying still.
Can I get assistance from Jacob to have advantage on Arcana checks on the potion and the cloak and the stones?
For sure.
Sure.
Cool.
I can stop the music now. We are no longer fighting.
And Turok can also do detect magic if you need.
Yes.
So on the potion, I have a total of 19.
It is a potion of animal friendship.
On the cloak, I have a 29.
It is a very nice, very fine silk cloak. So a light cloak, which is, environment. And it is self-mending.
Ooh. Leon is definitely eyeing that.
Right up your alley.
Right.
And
Leon
28.
could mend it, but if Leon didn't have to mend it, all the better.
Yeah.
A silk and fine.
Yes.
And self-mending.
The stones, these are message stones. So sort of like sending stones, only they work in a much more limited range. Essentially, these 4 stones can communicate with each other as long as the 4 people are within 120 feet of each other.
Ooh.
So as long as any 2 of you are within 120 feet, you can sort of communicate. So you could sort of create a chain of people if you wanted to, but otherwise, yes, you can communicate back and forth if you are within 120 feet.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. I want one. I need to complete my stone collection. Rock of Healing, Stone of Skipping. I need one of these.
True.
3 makes it a collection. I need one. I don't care who else has them, but I need one.
I think it makes sense if Mint has a Mint and Torok stone because they're always together.
I'll carry it.
And then that leaves 3 others of us.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Nice. Other things that you happen to notice around Gildy's house, it looks like there was some nice pots that once held probably very lovely plants that are now mostly petrified.
There was a druid living here.
True, but not for the last 5 or 6 years.
Oh, nobody watered Gildy's plants.
Yes.
Well, Gildy abandoned her plans.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I forgot that Alphonse was gone for years.
Yeah. He was gone for a long time. And then after a couple years that he was gone and Gildy was living by herself in the house, then eventually she actually moved into town for the past couple years. But the house has been totally abandoned for 2-ish years. And then it was Gildy living alone for a couple years before that.
It's all so sad.
There's also, you notice on one of the walls, it's probably not really noticeable unless you go up into the loft area, but there's this nice, not actually too bad, but sort of a child's painting of a rainbow that's painted on one of the walls up in the loft area. Yeah. And what else? Probably, yeah, sure. I'll give you, so there's all of the things that have sort of got knocked around, and especially in the bedroom, some things sort of got rifled through as you're cleaning things up. There's a little
more
brooch.
manacles.
Yes. No, bad. Is what they would say when they, anyway. There's a little brooch that Gildy sort of finds and remembers that this is something that Alphonse had given her a long time ago. Yeah, it may have some mild magical properties.
And it's in the bedroom, you say?
Yes. That's where they kept all of their personal stuff.
There's probably a petrified plant in here too.
It's a brooch so you can resist exhaustion.
Oh dear.
You know what? Sure.
Approach.
It would have come in handy earlier, so it's fine.
I will essentially give it the properties that if you get any levels of exhaustion, you will always have one less. So if you get one level, you have 0. If you get 2, you have 1, so on and so forth. So
you can never say I'm too tired, honey. It's just not fair.
Right.
Oy vey.
This was someone else's suggestion, not mine. Anyway, so
I don't know if the exhaustion was their suggestion, was it?
No.
Okay, that's just us.
Yes. But yes, you slowly clean up the house. You gather together all of the other unconscious and not doing so well bodies. There's another spy in the forest who's still tied up and otherwise conscious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we forget about him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about him.
Because Talon remembers, because Talon's the one who tied them up.
Does Talon remember though? Does he?
Yes.
He has not escaped from his bonds by the time you find him again.
Like at dinner time, Talon suddenly is like, and gets up and goes out. And we're all like, what's going on? And he comes back with some tied up dude.
You also have 9 decent quality horses, one of which is quite large. And yes, other sort of mundane equipment that I can get put together for next time. Mundane equipment. But yes.
Ark actually has animal handling. He might be able to get a horse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to interrogate this cleric once we have finished with what we want to do in terms of cleaning stuff. And say, who do you work for? What are you doing?
I'm here to find some halfling that stole the statue.
Indeed. And who is it you work for? Who is looking for the statue?
Yeah, she sort of thinks about it for a moment, like, yeah, there's a person that's relatively high up in the Cerebrin Syndicate back in Silver Lake. Her name is Kainsa. She's a dragonborn.
Have I heard of the Syndicate?
I'm trying to remember how much Talon has told people.
Nothing.
I think we talked about the Syndicate earlier because it came into play.
Not with Leon.
I think Morgan mentioned something once they were outside the city and went through a bit of some things. So you might have like a bit of passing knowledge.
I'm sure Talon would have shared at least the basics.
Yeah.
Really? Because, like, I've been again. Leon is specifically curious about Talon And so
Yeah, there wasn't anything.
Nothing has come up at this.
Well, if it was it would have been explained at some point, like about Morgan and the statue, right?
Yeah.
That Morgan stole
Yeah.
this thing from
From the syndicate. Yeah.
from the syndicate.
But that might have been when you guys were holed up in the temple and Leon was going back to the inn. Like, I don't think Leon has ever been around for any conversation regarding the syndicate.
Okay. I would say what Talon probably would have shared, because especially in that time, Talon was much less talkative than he is now. You would have said that, yeah, so Kavach works for Kiensha, who is basically the head of a smuggling ring. They have a bunch of precious items, including this statue, which is apparently called the Reveler, which is what Morgan stole. That's probably what Talon would have shared.
Okay. Well, I'm quite certain that Leon has not been around for this, and I just find it hilarious if Leon is there being like, "Who do you work for?" And then other people are like, "Oh, Leon."
We know.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
okay. We got
Right,
this.
and Leon is like, "Oh, all right then."
Yeah. So Morgan, right, showed you the statue, explained you've seen the statue before.
Yeah.
You had some history on it.
Yeah, somebody else rolled the history and kind of talked about where the statue is from, but
I knew where it was from. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny if Leon has never heard of the syndicate and is being like, "Who do you work for? What's going on?" And everybody else is like, "All
It's
this
also
is going
from
on."
Leon's perspective
"Wait,
this whole
what?"
time.
Yeah.
Also from Leon's perspective this whole time, they've been after Leon, and Leon doesn't
That's
probably
true.
know the whole
Yeah.
history of the statue, just knows that we needed to offload it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we decided to take it with us. So yeah, we might not have ever explained this to her. I'm so sorry.
Nope.
And Talon might not have used the word syndicate. He probably would have said like head of, a bunch of smugglers or a smuggling ring, but
Yeah.
wouldn't have said syndicate.
So Leon is definitely now connecting dots that everyone else knew, but Leon did not know any of this.
Yep.
Sorry.
Gets to look like a fool during interrogation, which is hilarious.
Not only have we ruined all of Leon's plans, we've also just embarrassed her in front of the enemy by letting her attempt an interrogation where we already know all the info and she doesn't.
That was the worst combat ever. No, seriously. I wasted all of my good spells doing nothing.
I'm sure Gildy would agree with you.
The most productive thing I did was deliver a cookie to Alphonse. That is the most productive thing I did, other than blowing someone off a roof with a cantrip. That's it.
It's been a very useful cantrip.
Yes. But no,
Anything else you want to ask the cleric?
No, because like everybody knows things, so I'm just like, okay then. So
Okay.
So what happens now? What? Like, I guess. Hold on a moment. And I go over and talk to Gildy, I guess, in Primordial, being like, "So what do we do now? Do we let them go? Aren't they just going to hunt us again? What do we do?"
So Gildy ponders this because she's fairly sure that they're going to keep going after Morgan. They're not going to keep going after them. Like, we don't have anything that they want, but they want the statue.
Which you do actually have, but...
Do we still have that? I thought we
it's on her person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We did decide that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Gildy, so in Primordial, Gildy is going to say to Leon, what if we just give them the stupid statue?
I say give it to them.
Gildy's mad, and Gildy has no attachment to the statue.
Right, I can't speak Primordial.
So she's like...
And then just let them go?
Yeah, they won't have any reason to hunt you down.
Well, they won't have reason to hunt down Morgan or us if they have the statue. Like, I guess it's historically important, but it's sure bringing us a lot of challenge.
We would know who had it. They're clearly going to take good care of it. So perhaps it would be safe with them.
Okay, so Gildy like kind of gestures to everyone to kind of come into this, corner of the tiny basement.
Well, we're in the basement. Oh, I guess they're in the basement.
I
You don't
assume
have
we're
to do it
still
in the basement. You can do it wherever he is.
Oh yeah, we were talking about doing
we
other
did look
stuff in
through
the
the
house.
house.
Okay, so Gildy's gonna summon everyone over to somewhere where the cleric can't hear.
Yeah.
And just say to everyone, "What if we just give them the statue?"
Talon visibly doesn't look happy with that idea.
There is a war going on. We know where the statue actually belongs, but I think us as a group trying to deliver it to the rightful people who would have inherited the statue while the syndicate is chasing us, at best, if we don't give it to them, we might as well just tell them that Morgan and Alphonse don't have it, but we do. They can send any forces they want after us while we deliver it to where it belongs, deal with it, or we just hand it to them right now and stop the trouble.
The challenge with that would be you wouldn't have any idea where to deliver it because the person you're supposed to deliver it to was taken out of power 9 years ago.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be a potential another 9 years to try and deliver it to the person to whom it belongs.
Yep.
Could we bring it back and get a reward for it?
They aren't in power anymore, so probably
no,
not.
No. I mean, give it back to the syndicate and get a reward that way.
I mean,
I think the reward is don't come after us again.
And you just looted a whole bunch of people for a bunch of things. So.
Well, I mean, are they going to want to take their friends back with them and then resurrect them or raise them from the dead or something?
The cleric would probably want to take the half dragon and the leader. Wouldn't really care about the rest.
Those poor guys.
Did we offer to resurrect one of them for them with our lifestone?
But then that lets them know that we have the lifestone. I think that's even more dangerous.
Indeed.
Yeah, Gildy says, all I know is they want the statue. They tried to kill Morgan and us for this statue.
Who had the self-healing cloak?
There's a self-healing cloak?
You can have a
self-mending.
Self-mending cloak.
Oh, that thing.
I mean, who on their side? It was the leader who had it.
That's what I figured. Okay. All right. Well, they're not getting it back.
That's fine. I don't think they care about that as much.
Oh, but they might. That's the thing. They might be like, sure, I came back to life, but they have my cloak.
Was Morgan's motivation to steal it anything other than financial?
Nope.
I thought it just looked pretty.
Gildy kind of rolls her eyes and she says, no, they don't really think things through past what they think they can get out of something.
Talon says, if we want to return the statue, let me return it.
Like, in person?
Are you talking to the syndicate or the person to whom it belongs?
I know who I can give it to, and it will return back to Kiensha, and should hopefully get them off our back, but I think it's a better option than giving it to them.
Why?
I have an employer in Silver Lake, and it would potentially do some good if I were to return it directly to them and explain that it did not come from Morgan, but that I was able to retrieve the statue, and that should hopefully get at least one crime syndicate off of Morgan's back and hopefully stop Kinyensha from following Morgan as well.
Then what do we do with these people who know that Morgan took it?
I mean, everybody knows that Morgan took it at this point, so.
And is that clear? Okay.
And who do you work for?
I work for a different syndicate.
I'm sorry, you're a professional criminal?
You actually work for the same syndicate. I don't know if you.
Is it the same syndicate?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh, okay. I
It's
apologize.
a different branch of the same syndicate.
Okay. Then yes. All right. So I scratched the whole bit about Morgan because if they know, then it's fine.
Yeah.
I say that yes, I retreated from Morgan, and let them know that Morgan will not be returning, and it will still get back to Kiensha, and hopefully we'll resolve anyone coming after us.
Okay, but you're a career criminal?
When I left the temple and arrived at Silver Lake, I was approached by someone who sort of offered an opportunity, and I was somewhat desperate. So I sort of fell into that work.
Okay. Is that still work that you do now?
And how is the pay?
The
Asking
pay
for a
was
friend.
the pay was enough to get by, enough to help me do what I was trying to do, which was trying to find out who was, potentially the Shadow Weaver, and it afforded me some, opportunities to do some research. But it really was no more than that. And I've told them that I was taking a bit of a break, and that.
Okay. So you're a career criminal who's on hiatus, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Not really career. It's only been for the last 2 years.
Yeah, 18 months and a change is nothing.
Gildy ignores Leon's discomfort and says to Talon, if you told them that Morgan is dead, would they believe you? Like, as you were returning the statue?
I don't know. They might try to make sure I'm telling the truth, and I don't know if I could stop them from learning that he is still alive.
Considering the situation that Morgan is currently in, you could twist the truth a bit and just say that they are in an institution that Morgan cannot escape from. The truth of the matter is Morgan is kind of free to leave at any time. That is why they cannot escape from it. If they were trying to use something on you to try and discern magically if you were telling the truth or not, it's not untrue.
Helen, could you do something for me?
Yes.
Could you tell me a lie right now, please?
Yes, I agree.
I like your shoes.
Believe Helen.
Give me a sec.
Tell me a few things. One or two of which is a lie. I want to see how good a liar you are.
Wow. Mint is probably rolling around on the floor, just holding her gut.
And I resent the fact that someone with fashion sense like yours could
Black is very slimming.
under my shoes.
So,
Turok looks over. Very believable.
I'm just looking at a bunch of people's things here, but Talon has a relatively high passive deception.
Okay. So
Jeez.
So he is good. That's what I'm like, because Talon might be like, oh, I'll go tell them a lie. And might be like, it's not for real lies, for truly. And they'd be like, dude, you're totally lying. And Talon would be like, nope, no, I'm not. So that's where I'm like, is he even any good at lying?
Yes, as far as most of you could tell without really rolling, Jacob would be the only one who would have a good sense that Talon is probably telling a lie.
Wow.
Yeah.
He really likes your shoes.
Okay, good. Excellent.
So yes, what do you want to do with this cleric?
I'd almost say take him back with us.
Yeah.
There's enough horses.
All right.
So
Why
wait,
don't we
now
make it a team
now
trip?
we're all going together? What are we doing with the bodies then?
Well,
Pile them in a wagon and...
Well, I think the guess was that the cleric would probably want to take a few of them back for resurrection, so strap a couple of the bodies that he wants to recover, and we travel back to Silver Lake with the statue. Talon drops off the statue and explains everything away.
Well, let's bring all the bodies. That way it's on him to resurrect them.
So
Sure, then it's not our fault. We were just defending ourselves.
No.
So we're returning 2 live minions and like 7 dead minions.
Guilty looks around.
Statue, to then say, "Oh, sorry, here are your dead minions." The statue. It was all a misunderstanding. Have a good day. No hard feelings.
Well,
And just walking away.
Finish with, where's our reward?
Yes.
Yes! This time I totally agree with you, Jacob. For our trouble. Because you put us through a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Guilty looks around at the dead bodies and says, maybe we can ask them to meet us somewhere secret if we are going to return all these bodies instead of walking through the middle of Silver Lake.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
because we could have.
Oh, we could prop them up. I mean, it's.
I mean, admittedly, in some areas of Silver Lake, it's not that uncommon to see people.
Just need a big
you know,
bell.
I feel like it's a lot. Oh, God.
Well, we've got horses there, so we could just put them on their horses. That's easy enough to carry them.
Yeah. A horse is probably good for what, 2 bodies?
Yeah.
Maybe even 3.
Well, if you're on the horse, then you got like 1 body like in front of you.
Well, I'm thinking I would lie the body down over the horse like a saddle, and I would ride on top of the body. Like on their back, you know? What? Has no one done this before?
Oh, yes, those body saddles.
I guess it's just because I'm small, I can get away with it. Anyway.
So
Lily thinks for a minute. She's like, and she says, maybe we can convince them to owe us a favor of some sort.
Well,
I feel like
Partially intimidation. This is what we do when we're crossed. Partly we're returning the statue to you, and you owe us part of that reward that Jacob wants.
I feel like the safest option is just to give the statue to this cleric, let them go with their many bodies back to their employer, and we just go and live in the Shadow Forest for a few months where they can't get at us.
you did get some gold off these when you were sort of taking stuff from the bodies as well. So
we know the
Wait.
secrets of the Shadow Forest. We can live there happily for quite some time.
Exactly. And none of them were spellcasters other than the cleric, were they?
the leader
Leader
was a
was.
spellcaster.
What kind of spellcaster?
He could turn himself into a poor imitation of Jacob.
He was a bard.
Ugh,
The disgust. That's fantastic.
no, just no spellbook.
Yes. Unfortunately, no spell.
Yes, my vote is just for giving it to her and letting them go. That's the safest option.
Ellen, you're a part of this syndicate. What do you think?
Well,
On hiatus, not an active member.
but before I left, I was, I would not say accused, but warned not to be helping Morgan. So if I were to bring back the statue and tell them that, yes, indeed, Morgan did take it, I was able to take it from them and brought it back, it should hopefully clear my reputation so that in the future, if we needed a favor, at least we would still have good ties with, that portion of the syndicate. The statue be returned, and perhaps, a favor or something down the road is something we could ask for.
We just let this group go on their way and then individually return the statue to your criminal contact in the hopes that we get a favor.
Well, I think we would still bring, or at least a group of us would bring them back to the city and, perhaps bring back the statue, tell them where they can collect them.
And they may be so impressed with us that they offer us some jobs for quite a few gold coins.
Seeking other employment elsewhere, are you, Jacob?
We have no active employment right now. I'm just going to point that out.
Well,
because
also
we're
we know that the war is hiring. they seem to be quite interested in artificers.
So in terms of simply money wise, you also have some mundane equipment if you do go to a city that you could sell. You got from dealing with these guys 3,000 silver pieces.
Is that 500 each?
Yep.
Nice.
400 gold pieces.
Even better.
Actually, I'm going to make slight adjustments of 500 gold pieces and 6 100 gold piece gems.
So we each get a gem?
Yeah, one each. And then there's 12 10 gold piece gems. You get 2 of those.
So sorry, we got one 100 gold piece gem and 2 10 gold
10
piece
gold
gems?
piece gems.
Okay. Where can we add that?
I was just saying, I think it's just adding.
There isn't really a place for gems in D&D Beyond. You can just add it into money, but otherwise put a note in that you've got some of it in gems. Just makes it a little easier to carry around.
So that was 110 gold pieces worth of gems and
500 silver, and then whatever 500 divided by 6 is for.
no, 120 gold pieces of gems.
83.333333. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3,
6.
4. Yeah, 6. 83.33333333 gold.
We'll say 84, round up.
Okay.
Okay, so 204 gold basically, where 110 is worth gems.
Yes. $120 is gems. Yeah.
Right. Yes. I keep
And
messing up.
120 is gems. Okay.
So yes, we don't have any we aren't employed. However, we are busy going to rescue the people from the Shadow Forest and defeat the minions of the Shadow Weaver, if you'll remember.
That was on your agenda, yes.
Yes.
Talon's helped me in the past. I would very much like to help clear his name.
Karg would agree.
All right. Well, you could go back to Silver Lake and get some more resources before you go to the Shadow Forest.
I think that is best.
You could also get some extra tools and such and come back here and help repair.
I used a lot of bolts just on this fight.
Yeah.
So I need more bolts.
All right.
Let's let the cleric go with whomever she wants to take, and we will go separately and accompany Talon to the city.
All right. Are you giving the cleric any horses, or are you taking all of the horses?
If they're taking 2 of the bodies with them, 2 horses, maybe.
All right.
We
You
can
said
just
there
leave.
were 6 horses?
There's 9.
9.
So
Well,
that would
then-
leave us with 7, and there's only 6 of us.
Yeah, and I don't need
7
a horse.
including Alphonse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and that would be 7.
Yep, perfect.
So yeah.
I don't need a horse.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, you can conjure a horse.
This way you wouldn't have to waste a spell.
I cast it as a ritual, so I don't waste a
Oh.
spell.
That's
Oh,
fair.
What else was I going to say? We might as well not travel with the bodies. The cleric's going to know where they are if they want to reclaim them. And I only suggest that because, Gildy, I don't know if you want to continue to live in a place that has seen this much onslaught and destruction and, Jacob's smell. So there's that.
Yeah, several people were killed here, like repeatedly.
Yeah, Gildy says, she looks around and she says, well, I'd at least like the bodies out of the house.
That can be done.
You can probably, yes, either bury them, burn them, leave them out for, wildlife?
Guilty doesn't really care what happens to the bodies. She just doesn't want them in the house.
Okay. All right. So yes, you take care of the bodies, get them out of the house. They're at least away for now. Make preparations to head back to Silver Lake. Give the cleric a couple of horses to do their own thing with. Do you tell the cleric anything that you are going to be doing, or just say you're free to go?
Gildy would probably just say, you're free to go. Don't come after Morgan again.
All right. And that's probably a good place to end off for this time around. We can make some plans and figure out what we're going to do for next time.
I take it, have we had a long rest? Are we taking a long rest?
You will have had a long rest before you head out on a journey, yes.
Okay, yay.
Okay, and then we kind of let the people go in the morning kind of thing.
Yeah. And something to do maybe between sessions is figure out how you're going to divvy up all of the things from this session and last session, figure out who has what.
But Torok gets a level of exhaustion after the long rest.
Yes.
Because of the berry. So I'll take the long rest now and add the exhaustion so I don't forget.
If you wore that brooch.
Oh dear.
I'm just checking those berries 1 sec.
Okay. And yeah, Leon then has been spending as much time as possible mending anything that is small enough to mend.
Oh, I never actually put them in here. 1 sec, yes. So yeah, no, you wouldn't have your exhaustion. You gain the level of exhaustion after the scene ends, but then with having a long rest, we'll get rid of it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so essentially once you're done with a fight, you are exhausted. So it's like a rage, but yeah. Yeah. All right. So yes, thank you everybody for joining us this week. We had a harrowing experience, but luckily everybody made it out okay, and we can continue on the adventure and see what will happen next time as we're heading back to Silver Lake to make some plans, and then maybe heading into the Shadow Forest. We'll find out on the next exciting episode of the next level. Thank you. Take care, guys. Have a good couple of weeks. We'll see you later.